He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. We are back. Now, this is how we are going to do this. Okay? Let's wait for a few people to join, and then we can jump right into it as we wait for the people to join. So, when you come to my page, I usually ask people when they come to my page to interact with each other. Okay? I usually ask people when you come to my page, I prefer when you come to my page, you interact with each other, you say hi to each other in the comments. If you haven't seen each other in some time, you communicate in the comments, you say hi na vitu kama hizo. Okay? That's how I like keeping this page. I like having a community. My page is about creating a community. My page is not about division. When you come to this page, you're going to learn how to heal. You're going to learn how to live with other people. You're going to learn how to stay out of jail by just coming to this page, okay? Now, kuna mtu ameuliza about breath, bad breath. Now, and this is for both sexes, men and women. Your bad breath is trying to communicate to you. The same way ukishuta, that's communication. Nyinyi ndio hamjui kuinterpret mshuto. Najua. Ukishuta bad manners. No, there's nothing bad manners about kushuta. Kwanza unafaa unaachilie na rarua kiti kama ni kurarua. Kwa sababu itakwambia where you have a problem. Either itakwambia that you are missing a directional message. Your gut feeling, your sixth sense is telling you to take action, but you're not taking action. So that becomes an accumulation of gas, which becomes your mshuto. So it's important to detox, but it's also important to mshuto yako ni message. The same way, bad breath. Ni sasa, wacha tuone kama watu wamejoin. Waseme hawakuwa. So people are back. So shout out to Molly. So okay, let's jump into it. Those are enough people. Wenye wakusikia wakuja huku ni sawa. Serial browsers. Now, when you have bad breath, your mouth is trying to tell you something about your stress levels, or what you call cortisol levels. So your mouth, ndio maana nimesema that was a very important question to ask. Mwenye ameuliza question, that was very timely. So your mouth or your cortisol levels, when they are off balance, one of the ways that you can know is that your mouth is going to exhibit that. And this is a clear reflection of your underlying stress or trauma. When you are under a lot of trauma, unanukanga mdomo. When you are under a lot of stress, unanuka mdomo. So when these cortisol levels, when they rise too much due to stress, so your body sends signals that manifest in your mouth. So when you have chipped nails, venye tumesema, ni cortisol levels. Now this is how it manifests in the mouth. Chapped lips. Ushaiona mtu wako na mdomo umekauka saa zote, anashinanga kilambalamba, hata anajaribu kupaka mafuta. Alafu cracked corners. If you see someone with cracked corners, mdomo ime crack hapa, ina bleed hapa. Okay? Those are stress levels. That is an increase in cortisol levels. It gives you cracked corners at the lips, or chapped lips, or a dry mouth. Unashinda mdomo imekauka. Okay? Or you have what you call gum issues. So you have bleeding gums, or what you call receding gums. AKA, when you look at your gums, zinaondokea meno. So your gums are receding away from the teeth. Unaona mtu wako na meno moja mrefu hivi, unashindwa, why are you noticing hiyo tooth moja ni kama ijarushiwa mchanga. The gum ni kama kupalilia, haifiki. Okay? So that's an issue with cortisol. or what you call grinding of the teeth. Unasikia mtu anakulana meno amelala, or clenching of the jaws. Yote ni stress. Or what you call plaque build up. One day you wake up, wajiangalia, unachukua kakitu, unatoa hiyo kitu ya white, unatoa hiyo denture ya white, unaitafuna, unasikia ni kama chalk. Build up of plaque. Hiyo ni cortisol, hiyo ni stress. I'm showing you the physical manifestation, how you can know you are under immense stress. You didn't know, now you know. Unatoa ulimi yako yote ni ya white. Ai, scrap your tongue. No, hiyo ni stress. That is cortisol. Or you have what you call teeth marks on your tongue. Ukiangalia ulimi yako iko na teeth mark. Why? Stress. So when you have a stinking mouth, hiyo ni stress. You have a lot of cortisol in your system. You need to regulate your cortisol. Ama unasikia ulimi yako ni kama imechoka, ni kama imeshikana, ni kama iko na, unaitanga aje? Gekiha or muscle spasm. So kuna watu wanashikanga muscle spasm inawashika kwa ulimi. Unamuza nini danyi tonde gekiha kiarore me, you're like what? And even most of you now, you may be watching this live. Right now you are watching me, but your jaw is very tight. Umeclench your jaw. You are watching your live, but your jaw is tight. You don't even know. Now venye nimesema ndio una realize. Wala watu wanakuanga hii kitu kimwangalia saa zote imeshika. Hiyo ni stress. Clenching of the jaws. All those are what you can call symptoms of high cortisol levels or high stress in your body, whereby sometimes you can even taste metal. Unasikia mdomo yako ina taste kama umekula pesa. Ni kama umechukua copper coins umeweka kwa mdomo. You taste that bitter taste, or out of nowhere you feel like you are eating a coin. That is stress. White tongue, stress, cortisol levels. So mwenye ameuliza question, that was a very beautiful question to ask, because that is also another way that you can know that you have stress hormones or cortisol in your blood. Now, cortisol or those levels of hormones can be balanced with what you call somatic exercises. I said somatic, S-O-M-A-T-I-C, somatic exercises. Because somatic exercises are the exercises that release those pent-up stress and stored trauma. Hizo ni trauma yote inatokanga kwa body, but it is released, and at the same time you are bringing your nervous system back into balance. So there are so many exercises that are hizo tunaitanga somatic. They don't have to be whole movement, you have to know them. Kuna tu exercise, that's a story for another day. Kuna tu exercise unafaa kuwa ukifanya wewe. Umekaa hivi, una imagine pussy yako ni lift, unaipeleka first floor. Unainua pussy yako unaipeleka lift, una imagine watu unapeleka na lift. Hizo zote ni exercises that you can list. And the advantage is that you can have a pussy so tight it can grab a coin or grab a finger. Okay? So practice those somatic exercises. That's another whole life on somatic exercises that you can create. How you can bring balance into your nervous system. You do somatic exercises, your bad breath disappears. And I'm telling you something that I've had to deal with. So there are times I would have bad breath and I'm like, but my oral hygiene is okay. I'm doing everything like I'm supposed to do. Where is this bad breath coming from? Then I realized, oh shit, I will have bad breath every time I'm going through what you call immense stress. So you realize when you have a lot of cortisol in your system, your breath can smell. So it has got nothing to do with Colgate. Okay? So you have to find a way to release those, how to balance, to come into what you call a homeostasis, where now you are balancing your hormones. And that is how you solve that bad breath. Si kushinda hapo ukikula dawa na kuambia kitu tushaifanya. Yoga hip openers are great for releasing trauma. Yeah. Hip openers, things to do with hips, opening the hips, squatting, sitting in a squatting position. Unajua ulikuwa unafungua mguu ile choo ya nje. Unaona ile choo nje unaenda unakunia kama umekaa. Najua mko modern, but sitting in that position for long. There's a lady who gave birth a month ago. When I met her, she was 8 months pregnant. Nikamuuliza, have you been walking? She's like, no, I'm not. I told her, from today onwards. And I was calling her almost the day. I said her, from today onwards, kuwa una sink ni kama unataka kupupu. Wakaniambia naweza, nikampeleka mahali kuna chuma kwao. Nikamwambia shika hii chuma, teremuka. She gave birth effortlessly. They called me on a Friday wakasema, "No, mwe yetu ni rangi ile mwana." Nikauliza, was it natural? Yeah, alienda hata kumaliza 10 minutes hip opening movements. Open your hips. Sit down on your hips. Okay? Yeah. Please confirm if it's okay to eat sourdough bread. You see, sijakwambia usikule mkate. I haven't even told you not to eat yeast because you cannot fully escape yeast. Utaenda kwenye utapewa mkate. Unaweza kuwa mahali uko na njaa sana uone, wacha nikule kama mandazi. You see? It's just doing things in excessive. And now, once you know, now you are prone to finding an alternative. Unajua? You can eat sourdough bread. I said the yeast is the enemy. Now I didn't say don't eat yeast. I just said know where it's coming from. So maybe you can reduce or avoid. Ni sawa sawa. It's our WhatsApp channel, yes. So I'm going to do 10 minutes of Q&A. So if you have a question, let's do it. 10 minutes. Questions. Because my girl is home. Just had a school van dropping my daughter. So when my daughter is home, now every attention is between me and her. I have to catch up with her, ask her, who made you laugh today in school? Whom did you laugh at? What happened? Those kind of questions. Mtoto asikuje nyumbani unaanza kumuuliza, how was school? Good. Umepewa homework. Life is not about homework. Okay? Life is not about homework. Life is about knowing what the fuck is happening. Nisa, kuna mtu ananiambia hapa. First time when I did frog pose in yoga, I cried. So I have another program. And this one is crying the stress out of your body. This will be for the women. So Nishai create, I'm looking for someone who's good with stretches, where we'll go into a very safe place and women will cry through the exercise. We'll be doing stretching exercises and it will be a very safe space for women to cry. Because you need to cry, you need to release those things. Kulia ukweli, mutalia. You will cry, but you're going to feel so good after crying. That's how you release stored body trauma. Because I'm not going to advise all of you to go and get some dick, mulie. I don't think we even have men who can fuck you until you cry, pure ile sexual healing. Most of the men are boys nowadays. When you are jahil, so how will they know? Most of your men can't even fuck you to climax. So I won't suggest sexual healing for you. So to tender your stretches, massages and stretches, then you heal through the crying. Sasa, I'll let you know when the program is ready. But it's already written down and prepared. More information, community page. The ones who want to take action. When you are trying to take action, continue going to church, continue praying, continue repeating generational curses, continue giving birth in pain, continue painful periods, continue having thinning hair, continue losing your hair, continue with chapped veins and lips, continue with varicose veins. It doesn't matter. This is a new word. Who gives a shit? For the men who don't want to heal, continue in your small dick energy. Continue repeating the mistakes of your father. Continue ending up in jail for no reason. Continue losing your women. Who gives a shit? I'm from picking my wines. Well received. Shout out to you. Kindly talk about mushrooms magic. You can use all that iboga, ayahuasca, magic mushrooms. You can use them. You can use them as an aid, but why don't you just do the work instead of going for a shortcut? But there are very special cases that need mushrooms, guided tripping. You need someone to guide you. But even that someone who's guiding you, why is he guiding you? Because there are shamans who are going to guide you, but he's guiding you into what? How about self-discovery? Okay. But if you want to eat magic mushrooms, you can eat magic mushrooms. I'm not going to stop you. However, would I recommend it? On very special occasions. And my highest chances will be I'll tell you don't. I'll tell you don't. Sawa, but you can use them. Please rudia hiyo ya kusaidia kuzaa haraka. Now do I have to show it to you physically? So you sit. Okay? So you open your legs, shoulder width. Then you sit. You can see my balls. You sit like that the way I'm sitting. Every day, 15 minutes. Just sit. Kama uwezi balance, shika mti mahali. 15 minutes. Hata usiongea, just sit. It looks easy. It's not easy. For 15 minutes, it's not easy. Ukisikia kuanguka, unaachilia, unaanguka, unarudia. You just sit. That is going to help the baby settle between your hips. That is going to help open those hips. Remember, you're not supposed to give birth lying down. No one is supposed to give birth lying down. And this is what they don't tell you in hospitals. Because they want to make money out of you. They want you to go for CS na nonsense. Kama hiyo na epidural nonsense. Hakuna mnyama anazanga kama amelala chini. Humans are the only stupid people who give birth lying down. Atumelala kwa kitanda unapush. Unapush gravity itoke wapi? You're supposed to give birth. Venye nilikuwa nimekaa. Scooting or being helped like in a sitting position. But then again, simulisoma sana. If you want to give birth easy, give birth on all fours. Kama unapigwa doggy, back shot, that's the best way to give birth. Or in a scooting position, but never lie down and push. Because the baby is already pushing into your backside. That is why there are so many things that you need to unlearn, you people. Sijui ni dunia gani. Anyway, nikikuambia hivyo utaniambia mimi si daktari kwa sababu you are stupid. You think that a doctor is the only person mwenye anaweza kuambia ama daktari wanashikwa KMTC wakibia exam. A doctor is not supposed to help you give birth. You're supposed to be helped giving birth by a midwife. Kazi ya daktari ni kuangalia kama mtoto amekuja. Si kazi ya daktari kukuja kukuweka vidole. Ati amedilate how many centimeters. Na ujue kwenye ametoka na hizo vidole na huko kukuletea trauma. That is the work of the midwife. We should be having what you call birthing centers. A whole center for birthing where you have qualified midwives. And the work of the midwife is not to help you give birth. It's just to guide you and wait for the baby. No one helps you to give birth. Wewe ndio unazaanga. Si daktari, ni wewe unazaanga. They are just supposed to create a safe environment. And when you're feeling safe enough, the baby will come. You don't even give birth. It is the baby that comes. You only decide upate cramps. Ni wewe. Si wewe. It is the baby who decided to come. Nikio tu unanagia, no oka. Nikio getagwo kamonyoki. You don't give back. You don't give birth. The baby comes. So when the baby is coming, we should have a midwife and people ready to welcome the baby. You don't give birth wewe. You have never given birth. It is the baby that comes. It is the baby that initiates the cramps. It is never you. It is never the mother. If it is the mother, enda uzae leo. Nikutambue. Uko na mimba. Imefikisha 9 months. Si uende hosi uzae. Hautaenda until the cramps come. Until the baby decides to come. That is when the baby will come. But nyinyi mnapenda kuenda kuinduce labor. Mdunge shindano mtoto akuje. Now you are giving birth is 10 times more because now you are doing what you call a preemptive abortion of the fetus. But the fetus ishafika. Ama ujuangi induction of labor ni preemptive abortion of a fully matured fetus. Ujui hivyo si ndio? Una induct nini? Nikiwa ategwa we ni gadi utegwe ndio uzae. Should come naturally. Okay? 2 minutes of questions. We end this live also. I've been here live for over an hour. Please rudia hiyo kusaidia kuzaa. Rogi, I showed them. They even saw my balls. Thank you so much for that illustration. I'm 7. Congratulations to you and all the best. May that baby just fall out of you. All the best to you. And shout out to you for bringing a life into this world. And you touch on dealing with physical pain. So that means your baby will be A Capricorn baby. Shout out to the Capricorn baby coming soon. Caps. Around January hapo. The goat. Capricorn. Ayo mudhamaki ni dhayo. Can you touch on dealing with physical pain? So see, physical pain depends on what kind of pain that is. What kind of pain are you? Also, where is the pain located? You know, pain is not just pain. Is the pain on your head? Is it on your feet? Is it not? Pain is not. So where is that pain? That is the first question. Uchungu iko wapi? Then we can know what kind of chronic pain you are going through. Okay, where is that pain? Shout out to Bantu. Love you back, Bantu. What of craving? Is it about the baby or mother? Hiyo mlifunzwa kunanga craving. Headache. Now if you have a headache, this is how you solve a headache. If you have a headache right now, this is what you do right now. Take your palms, rub them. Venye nafanya hivi. Rub your palms together. Place them on your eyes. Rub your palms. This part, rub it, place it on your eyes, rub it again, place it on your eyes. Do that 3 times, your headache is gone. Thank me later. Itangwa energy healing points. Ala, kwani sasa nyinyi wote mko na mauchungu tena? Tena tutoke kwa kichwa tuende lower back. Lower back, there's exercises for that. Sasa mnataka tuingie sasa physical classes za pain bana. You guys, you need to heal that much. Where's my tripod? I show you how to deal with your lower back pain. Kwa breast left side. So breast left side, that is your cancer area. So this has to do with home. That can be a heartbreak. That can be feminine, so that has to do with your mother. Your mother could have been telling you you're not good enough for anything, or you're abandoned by your mother, or you miss motherly love, or your mother died when you are young, or your mother hates you. Breast left hand. Okay, that's all. Now that's deeper now. That's into the metaphysics. Okay, so it could either be one of those things. Mimi naganda mkono ya left na kuna time nilikuwa na umwa na meno za left zote. First house, fourth house. So that is 10. This is air, triple fire. Na nini ingine amesema na so that is meno. So that is first house na third house. So that is Aries na Gemini. So that is the whole of Yahweh. So that is 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. So hiyo ni Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Michael na Archangel Gabriel. So hiyo ni Exodus. So acha nione ni huyu anajiita nani? Carls, you need to do your birth chart. But in your birth chart, you'll have to deal with the first house, second house, and third house. Uangalie hizo placements tatu. Okay? That's what you need to look into. Can I meet you? You have to book a consultation. People only meet me through consultation. Physical or online. My number iko hapo. Someone can pin my number, so that I can look at my calendar. Shout out to all the people who come for consultations. Wanajijua. Yeah, book a consultation 0720-803-702. My moderator is not in the space. Angepin my number there. But Karia is there and other people. Naona so group yote iko hapo. So yeah, there's my number. So that's how you know where your pain is coming from. Now, for the low back pain, I'm not in fitness clothes, so sasa siwezi waonyesha kama nimevaa nguo za nyumbani like this is a whole thing. I would have to bring my yoga mat here and do it. I think I start doing healing classes for fitness. Tunalan tukifanya hiyo. Because we are a very broken generation. We need to do all these things. I've had telepathy in some interaction, but what do I do? With someone I have to table. I've had telepathy in some interaction, but what do I do? With someone I have to table a lot. We talked about, for example, Rogi. That is why your fats are smelling. Your fats are really smelling. Unashuta mbaya sana wewe, because of procrastinating on that energy of not jumping into action. Your intuition is blocked. Okay? Sometimes you just have to go with faith. You're so used to the 5 common senses. That is where you have been trapped. You think life revolves around the 5 common senses, with its touch, smell, taste, hear, and see. Which is why they make you write from the left to the right. So they program you. Because when you are writing in school from the left to the left side of the brain controls the right side. The right side of the body controls the right side of the brain. So when you are writing from left to right, you are programming the right side of the brain, and this programs your mind to only believe what you can see, to only believe what you can hear, to only believe what you can touch. But you have other chakras where you don't need to see something or touch something to know it's there. Okay? These are the other senses, which you can only develop when you use the right side now. You get? That is why the people who run the world, they write from the right to the left. The people who have the most economical power, they drive on the right side of the road. Ama unafikia ni coincidence, una driving on the left. Africans, you have a lot of things to unlearn. Your programming goes very deep. If only you knew the amount of witchcraft that is practiced on you to make you manifest breadcrumbs. Even you driving on the left side of the road is by design, to make you only believe that which you can see, only believe that which you can touch, by design. Rogi anasema zimeanza kuluka nasa. Kwanza last week, of course. Lazima zinuke. Hizo mshuto zako, you need to do something. There's a place you are not taking action, and you should go with that leap of faith. You should go with the leap of faith. Okay, go with the leap of faith. Because your intuition, your sixth sense, is your solar plexus, is your bowel movement. Okay? And this is of you, because it's inside you. So it's a part of you that you're ignoring. And when you ignore it, that is what happens. You start having constipation. So it's good to detox, but also know that the smell of your fats can tell you of decisions that you are not making in life. Sasa, you don't have to go and pay millions of dollars for consultation. Now you know. Sasa niache mtu wangu na akona mtoto due in a week. Nani amekuambia uache mtoto wako? Na nani amekuambia mtoto ni wako? Why you even claiming the child is yours? Mtoto hujuangi kama ni wako mpaka azaliwe. Na mwenye anajua baba ya mtoto ni mama. Okay? And there are children who are born and there are children who are created. There's a big difference between a born child and a created child. A woman gives birth, man creates. So that could be your own creation, or it could be the mother giving birth. That is why that child may be born and the blood type is different from you or from the mother, so neither of you can give that child blood. So it's not even your child, both of you. The child just came through you. Acha kuclaim mtoto ni wako. Na wale wanauanga wana watoto ama wanaua watoto wanakuanga wanani? You see, you have to unlearn so many things. You have to unlearn so many things that you go with just because you are ignorant with religion na venye kunaendanga. Not all children are your children. And not all parents are your parents. They may actually be your enemy parents. Na nionanga paka inaweza zaa watoto ikule wote. Paka anazaa watoto wanakula, hey, ni ile siana, na inazaa wengine inalea kwa sababu they know. They know. When do you ujui? Or you think you're intelligent more than the animal? Your girlfriend, I'm very sure she didn't know she was pregnant until she missed her periods. Yet, ng'ombe itatoka. Ng'ombe itavunja because itajua iko on hit. Iende ikatafute ndume. Wacha siku hizi mnaziletea AI. Don't think you are more intelligent than the animal just because of your ignorance. Okay? Animals are actually more intelligent because they are more in nature than you. Hakuna mwanamke hapa anajuanga akipata mimba, anapatanga tu amepata miss call, but animals actually know that they are pregnant or they are about to get pregnant. You can discipline animals, but remember, those are your soul ties. Sometimes I discipline my cats because they can also be my enemy. Okay? But now when you know best, you don't even manifest those kind of things around you. Nisa. You can train an animal can train you. That means you are above that animal. You are above that animal. But remember, the animal could have been sending you a message. That misbehavior could have been a message to you that you need how to decode. So shout out to everyone. Nimepitisha 10 minutes. Shout out to Dayo Mudhuri, Dayo G7. We'll catch up next time. It was beautiful to have you in the space. Tunasemanga each one teach one. Do heal your traumas. Okay? I can't even come close to any animal. Do heal your traumas. Do the shadow work. Do the shedding. Today you're supposed to be decluttering your spaces today, clearing your space today, so that on Friday when you have a new moon, you do your new moon rituals. You set new intentions with the new moon. Ni sasa mwezi wa 8 tunaanza Friday. Okay? But najua already kwa kalenda yanyu mko kwa Gregorian. Ciao ciao. Do have a beautiful day. How do we heal with trauma? Story for another day. Look out for the next live.